Welcome, adventurers, to a journey to the roof of the world. We're setting out to conquer the 7 summits, the highest peak on every continent. These mountains are more than statistics. They're tests of heart and grit. Each summit holds a story of human spirit against impossible odds. We'll follow those who dared, who faced fear, and who found meaning in the thin, cold air. So, get ready. The mountains are calling. Let's begin our ascent. Our first stop, Mount Everest, the mighty Chomolungma. Here, Kenji climbs not for glory, but to heal after losing his wife. The Khumbu icefall tests him, each step a reminder of life's fragility. As he ascends, grief weighs heavier than his pack, but determination burns quietly. In the death zone, hallucinations blur reality. He sees his wife's smile in the snow, her voice urging him on. At the summit, Kenji pulls out her photo, tears freezing on his cheeks. He hasn't left grief behind. He's learned to carry it, finding hope at the top of the world. Everest teaches him resilience isn't about being unbreakable, but about piecing yourself together after loss. Kenji descends, not as a conqueror, but as someone who's begun to heal. His journey reminds us, the hardest peaks are often within. This wasn't about ego, it was a pilgrimage. The wilderness can heal, stripping us to our core and revealing our strength. Even after devastating loss, the human spirit can climb toward the light. Next, we travel to Argentina's Aconcagua, the Stone Sentinel. Isabella, a local climber, faces her nemesis for the 3rd time, haunted by past failures and self-doubt. The infamous white wind, Viento Blanco, threatens to turn her back again. As the wind howls and cold bites, Isabella remembers the little girl who dreamed of this summit. She pushes on, step by stubborn step, fighting not just the mountain, but her own doubts. The summit cross finally appears through the snow. On top, Isabella feels peace, not triumph. She's conquered herself, not the mountain. Perseverance, she learns, is 1,000 small choices to keep going. The Stone Sentinel tests her limits and reveals her true strength. Her story shows, perseverance isn't never falling, but rising one more time. The mountain's greatest lesson is within. Isabella's journey is proof that dreams are worth fighting for. Even the fiercest winds can't stop a determined heart. North to Alaska, Denali, the Great One. Leo, just 19, pours everything into this dream, facing skepticism for his youth. Denali's cold is brutal, the isolation overwhelming, and the landscape humbling. Pulling a heavy sled, Leo learns to find strength within, not from others. The aurora borealis reminds him of the magic in this wild place. The final ridge is a knife edge. Fear and exhaustion threaten to break him. But Leo remembers his dream, the posters on his wall, and pushes through. On the summit, emotion overwhelms him. He's shattered his own limits. Denali teaches him that dreams, fueled by passion and grit, can overcome any obstacle. Age is just a number. Determination is everything. Leo's journey proves the power of belief. The coldest nights can't freeze a burning dream. Even the greatest peaks are within reach. To Tanzania, Kilimanjaro, the snow-capped giant. Amara climbs not for herself, but to raise funds for clean water in rural Africa. Each step is a mission, her heart carrying the hopes of many. The trek moves from rainforest to Arctic summit, altitude sickness testing her resolve. Pole, pole, slowly, slowly, becomes her mantra. In moments of doubt, she pictures a child drinking clean water. Her purpose fuels her. The final ascent begins at midnight, exhaustion and cold threatening to stop her. But the cause is stronger than the pain. At sunrise, Amara unfurls her charity's banner on the summit, tears of gratitude streaming down. Her journey transforms travel into a force for good. Purpose gives every step power to change the world. Amara's climb is proof that service can move mountains. When we climb for others, every summit matters. To Russia's Mount Elbrus, highest in Europe. Dmitry leads a diverse team, different languages, cultures, and dreams. At first, awkwardness and miscommunication threaten unity, but shared struggle on the mountain forges bonds stronger than words. Rope teams rely on each other. Meals become moments of connection. In hardship, they find a common language, encouragement and effort. The mountain becomes their common ground. A blizzard brings them closer. laughter and stories warming the cold. By summit day, they move as one, supporting each other to the top. On the summit, they celebrate not just the climb, but newfound friendship. They arrived as strangers, left as family. Elbrus proves mountains unite us beyond borders. Our shared humanity is the greatest summit. Antarctica, Vinson Massif, the polar giant. Dr. Eris Thorne, a geologist, seeks not just a summit, but discovery in the last true wilderness. The journey begins with a cargo plane landing on blue ice, another planet. The cold is relentless, the silence profound, the landscape alien. Eris finds courage and curiosity, documenting rocks and glacial formations. Scientific purpose anchors him in the white desert. The summit ridge offers breathtaking views over endless ice. Eris feels awe, not fear. He's a pioneer in the unknown. True courage, he learns, is moving forward despite fear. On the summit, he discovers beauty and power in the emptiness. Antarctica reveals that the bravest journeys are into the unknown. Eris's climb teaches us to explore the blank spaces, inside and out. The greatest discoveries are often within ourselves. Final summit, Puncak Jaya, Karsten's Pyramid in New Guinea. Bintang of the Dani tribe sees the peak as hope for his people, not just a challenge for outsiders. He trains relentlessly, mastering technical climbing and bridging two worlds. Skepticism meets him from both foreign climbers and his own community. Bintang climbs to inspire, to show locals they can be masters of their own mountains. The trek through jungle is his home turf. On the rock, he leads with skill and confidence. The Tyrolean Traverse, a terrifying rope crossing, is pure joy for him. He helps his team, becoming a leader and inspiration. On the summit, Bintang looks over his homeland, knowing he's broken barriers. His story spreads, inspiring others to dream and guide. The ripple effect lifts his whole community. Bintang proves the most powerful stories inspire others to begin their own journey. Hope and empowerment can summit any peak. Thank you for joining us on this global adventure to the highest point on every continent. We've seen how mountains heal, unite, and inspire. The greatest adventures are about who we become along the way. If these stories moved you, please subscribe and help us keep sharing journeys that matter. Your support fuels our next expedition. The world is full of stories. Let's keep climbing together. Until next time, keep reaching for your own summits.